Hello everyone, my name is Veritas, and welcome to Challenge Mode Oryx. This is a halfway through kind of clip that I remembered to record. It really just shows like the last rotation and the kill, so go ahead and watch that. I wanted to talk about Challenge Mode Oryx. I made a mention of Challenge War Priest when it came out originally, back in forever ago, but I did want to talk about Oryx. The strategies for Oryx evolved over time. Some people wanted to leave all the ogres alive so you didn't have to kill knights, the no-knight strategy as it was come to be called. I always hated that strategy. It always seemed stupid to me, leaving the relic runner at, high vulnerability. It seemed like a way for people to be lazy about the fight and not have to try, which always pissed me off as relic runner, that, everyone was like, well, you're only the fucking linchpin to this entire encounter, but, fuck you and your safety. So that always pissed me off. And it just brewed laziness, people wanting to be carried. Like, I'm just going to sit on this platform and do nothing, sit down and hide and try not to die from anything, and that just made me angry. So the no-knight strategy was always lazy. Then there were the people that, actually did the encounter correctly. And then challenge mode came out, which forced us to stack up 16 orbs, 16 corrupted light blights, and detonate them all at once, which kind of threw everyone that was doing no-knight into the fire. So challenge mode is essentially stacking all 4 ogres through 4 rounds and detonating all 16 at once to kill Oryx in one blow, which is a pretty good way to say, this is the way the encounter should be done. And since that has been the way that challenge mode worked, outside of challenge mode, hard mode checkpoints have now been starting to be run by, detonating. It's usually now detonating like 8 and then 8, so you stack 2 rounds, detonate, stack 2 rounds, kill, which is the strategy I like the most. It keeps the sprite limit low, the sprite count low. It keeps everyone kind of clear and clean. You're only running out twice. It simplifies the encounter pretty well. The other way is just doing it like normal, how like the original way to do it, which is 4 4 4 4, or just 8 8. Challenge mode being just 16. There have been some times where 8 and then 4 and 4 work out better. So, yeah, it seems like there's different ways to do it. I do like that challenge mode Oryx was different enough, like it forced people out of their comfort zone enough to experiment with different ways. Because a lot of Destiny players and a lot of players of video games in general, once they figure out a strategy, they get dead set in the way that they're doing it. And they become angry or uncomfortable to like almost an aggressive point when people try to change it up or suggest new ways to do things. And I mean, I'm not a huge fan of change in real life. Doing stuff different. It's like, why would you do it different? It fucking works fine. But in video game encounters, it kind of seems like you need to be able to simplify and adjust your situation. Being able to kill a different daughter every time or something like that, or being able to carry Brand during War Priest, or holding Gaze if need be during Golgoroth. Challenge mode Oryx kind of forced a lot of players out of their comfort zone and into a new way to play the encounter, which is, as far as I'm concerned, the way Bungie intended it to be played, which is stacking them that way. So it's just, thinking of it this way, it makes it seem like Bungie had this idea in mind where they created challenge modes to be the intended format. For War Priest, it's juggling Brand. For Golgoroth, it's having all 6 people hold Gaze. And for, Oryx, it's all 16 orbs at once. And now I'm not entirely sure if all 16 orbs at once is necessarily the most convenient way to do it, because it does really, set up for extreme failure. But it does seem to be a more simple way to do things, in my opinion. But I like challenge mode Oryx. I think it's a really good encounter. I think it builds a lot of teamwork really quickly. I would really like to see challenge mode exist in the previous raid. I say raid because Crota's End was a glorified strike, but I think Vault of Glass could do really well with a challenge mode, but at the same time, I don't know how they would divvy up the encounters, with the Aegis being a shield, and how if you drop it, the timer resets. But just be happy that Oryx's challenge mode wasn't you have to have a different relic runner for every time, because that would be crazy difficult because people are incompetent when it comes to relic running. But like I said, I like challenge mode Oryx. I think it's a really good encounter. I think it threw a lot of people out of their comfort zone and into a new way to play. And to me that's important, to get people like out of the, please carry me through the raid, I don't want to work for it kind of mentality, and into this like idea where you have to help. You have to help. And I've been talking to raid teams for a while now about that, and people have pretty much agreed that it's frustrating when you're the only one trying, or there's even one person who just is in there and doesn't care about trying. So I do like challenge mode Oryx. I think it's good. I got some decent stuff this week. Still no challenge mode helmet, but other than that, it's pretty much fine. But yeah, so if you guys have any opinions on challenge modes for War Priest, Golgoth, or Oryx, or if you have any opinions on the Oryx encounter in your pickup groups, or your clan groups, or your groups in general, go ahead and leave a comment below. I'm interested to hear what people have to say about it, because challenge mode and raiding can be, pretty difficult, especially now that the quality of LFG has decreased because people just don't care. There's a lot more carrying involved, but if you find the right people, you have a good time. So, for me, challenge mode Oryx is like one of my favorite encounters because it really forces people to actually try, and you don't end up with weak links, and if you do, you kick them because they're only there to be carried. So I like it. I think it's good. I like what Bungie did with challenge mode so far. I like to see more different ones, maybe in VOG or later on. But other than that, that's all I have today. If you have anything about it, go ahead and leave a comment. But yeah, so thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, very much appreciated. And until the next video, have a great day, everyone.